of this week's portion, Vayeishev, we find Joseph was falsely framed, languishing in prison. In the prison also were the officers, two officers of Pharaoh, the butler and the baker. One morning, Joseph sees the butler and the baker. They seem to be despondent and sad, unusually, and he asks them, "What's bothering you? Tell me what's bothering you." And they told him about dreams that they had experienced, and they were troubled by the dreams because they wanted to know what the dreams mean. And Joseph says to them, "I can help you because God interprets dreams. Tell me the dream." And Joseph interpreted their dreams, and the baker was hung 3 days later, and the butler was given his job back. 2 years later, Pharaoh was disturbed by dreams that he was having, and the butler tells Pharaoh, I was in prison, and there's a Jewish boy there who can help with dreams. And Joseph was pulled out of prison, and he presents his interpretation of the dreams to Pharaoh. Pharaoh is impressed with his wisdom and appoints Joseph as second in command, second in the rulership of Egypt. Joseph then saves subsequently his family from famine. Jacob and the other sons come down to Egypt. Eventually, generations later, Jacob's descendants, the Jewish people, leave Egypt amidst great miracles and witness the splitting of the sea, and of course go into the desert, receive the Torah, and then come into the land of Israel. Rabbi Mordechai Schwab points out the Torah is teaching us something colossal. Look at the chain of events that occurred just because Joseph went over to them and inquired, "How are you doing? Can I help you?" He expressed concern. Jacob's family was saved. The Jewish people were saved. We went out. We were in Egypt. We got out of Egypt. We saw the splitting of the sea. All this happened because of one small, kind gesture. How are you doing? What's bothering you? It's amazing the Torah is teaching us. It's so easy to ask someone how they're doing. It's so easy to express genuine concern. But the yield, the result, could be colossal, could be absolutely amazing. About a century ago, a young man goes to check out the Yeshiva Beis HaTalmud of Kelm in Lithuania. He approaches the building. Someone comes out and says, "How are you? Oh, it's so good to see you. What can I do for you? You must be hungry. Let me help. Let me give you this. Let me give you that." And this newcomer is so distraught because obviously this person who's extending himself knows him and remembers him. But the newcomer didn't remember this person, scratching his head. Who is this person? All of a sudden, another student comes out. "How are you? Oh, so good to see you. Welcome. What can I do for you?" And then the newcomer realized that everyone in this place is so trained by the teachings of the Torah to express warmth and concern to everyone, even a stranger. How beautiful it is to extend ourselves, and the results of a small gesture can be just absolutely amazing and have eternal historic ramifications, as they did with Joseph and the butler. We are approaching the festival of Hanukkah, the festival of light. There's so much darkness in the world today, evil, we have to have security guards at a synagogue, security guards at a kosher grocery. We welcome the light of Hanukkah, because the light of Hanukkah reminds us of all the goodness and compassion and love that the Torah teaches us. As we celebrate and as we light the Hanukkah candles, let us remember the light of the Torah and generate light and kindness to all around us. Have a fabulous Shabbos and a glorious Hanukkah.